Perfect setup's arriving early. Having a series of signs that will take it right back to a main artery where there's good traffic. Easy to find, even if you have to put out 4 or 5 signs, you want to make it so that it's very easy to find. If you only put up 1 sign and it's not on a busy access, the likelihood of you actually getting a lot of extra traffic to find a nosy neighbor or somebody of that nature is not probably going to be very good. Okay, so if you've got somebody that's got a house for sale and it's right off of a main artery and it's like right around the corner, and put a sign on the corner, put a sign on the next corner, and then you're at the house. Perfect, life is good. And you got to understand that that's a part of the setup. And so if the sign looks terrible, or the sign's falling down, or it's blown over, or it looks like somebody ran over it with a car and it's all bent out of shape, probably going to indicate to them that you don't care. And so you want to be cautious about that. So you're looking good, smelling good, everything's good. When they come to the door, presentation is 100% of the thing that counts. And so how you present the front door for that, if it's your listing, is really critically important. You have to be able to turn around and make sure that they get the full feature view from the street, as well as putting it there. If you have parking at the house and it looks very busy and there's no place for them to park on the street, you would want to park your vehicle around the side or something. Leave some space there that people can drive in, feel like they've driven in and it's their place, and drive out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially if the street's busy. Like if you've got a street where there's no parking whatsoever and they got to park a mile away, that is the first thing they remember, and it's the last reason for them to buy the house. Yeah, and so you're looking at trying to make it as easy as humanly possible. So if they've only got a 2 parking stall type of driveway, you would want to try and see if you could leave those vacant. So if you're going to do an open house and the people have a boat on one side and they have their car on the other side and they have the third car parked behind it, you would probably ask them to see if they could move some of their vehicles. Okay, especially if you're working on it.
What if it looks like there's no one at the house if your car's not parked in the driveway?
Yeah, that won't be a problem if they see the signs. Absolutely, yeah, won't be a problem. You can take the brokerage signs and you can put it right up in front of the house, and that just confirms to them that they're in the right place. You can put something nice on the front door or the door knocker that says we're here, or whatever you wish to do. But there's ways to show it without actually filling the driveway up, especially on a busy street. Or if they're, for instance, if they're at a school and you're doing an open house on a day that the school is being used, or a church area, if you're across from the street from a church on a Sunday, that's a very big consideration, right? Okay, so those are the things you want to watch for. Now, when the person gets to the front door, it needs to be clear, of course. The walkway needs to be clear of obstruction, and you want to walk through the front door, and they need to have a place where they can put their shoes. It's not a bad idea to get one of those clear placards with some information that tells them what to do. Okay, so it's like a display placard, 8.5 by 11. I used to carry one all the time that said, please take off your shoes. This home is on show, but please take off your shoes, right? And I did have one where I actually plunked it right down, and I ended up getting 2 eventually, where I had one on some at this level where people could see it, and then one on the floor. And I had a gentleman that walked through, and he probably was a potential buyer at some level. He walked in with work boots on, with full laces and mud. He'd been out in construction, and it was mucky and wet out. And he wanted to, I'll just walk through, and I go, you're not going anywhere with those shoes on. Yeah, he was seriously going to just walk right through. There's nothing on my shoes. I go, shoes off, or you're not going through. Well, then I'm not going through, and you're going to lose the sale. I go, if that's all it takes to lose the sale, we're not in. Right? Yeah, we're not in. Really, I'd love to help you, but I have to respect the people that are here, the people that own this home, and I'm not going to turn around and walk, in exactly. I mean, let's be serious, right? So feel free to exert proper control over who comes through the building.
Sometimes it's hard to know that you can actually have authority.
You have to
like
maintain.
You almost feel like you have to let everybody walk all over you.
No, no. It's actually the opposite. You have to maintain control. So for instance, here's a great example. I was renting out a suite in my house one time. And the people that came through the door, 2 couples. And so they were going to take on the upper suite. And the other couple was just coming in for, what is it? I could smell alcohol on them. And so I'm not even a realtor at this point in time. And what happened was the one couple wanted to go up and see the master bedroom, and the other one wanted to stay downstairs. And I just said, no, that will not happen. We're all going up, or we're all staying down. no, it's okay. I go, no, we're all going up or we're all staying down,
Right,
right? Because that's part of the tactic,
right.
right? Security, right? So watch things like that because rings go missing, all that kind of stuff. Your job when you get to the open house is to set it up for show, right? So you need to go through the rooms and take a look at it with a keen eye about things that are, you know, left out. People will leave thousands of dollars worth of jewelry on a, you know, on their, you know, bedroom drawers,
In the
right?
middle of the dresser, yeah.
Yes, because they
I've
forget.
hidden things in people's houses before.
Yes,
You have to make a note where you hid everything.
yes, exactly.
Tell them not to leave any valuables.
Yeah, they may not get it. So your job is to walk through, be the first person to walk through the house.